So hello friends, in last video we discuss about we write our first program in Java, and this is how we write our first program in Java, like system.out.println hello world. And now we will discuss about what is variable. To understand variable, I have drawn some diagram. So suppose this red figure is RAM, and this is I want to store this value. I want to store this value in my RAM. So how can I store? I can't directly pick up this and store in RAM. If I put like that, I am not able to find that. So what I will do, I will give some name to that value, and then I will put that value in my RAM. So whenever I want that value, just I will write my name and I will get the value. Like suppose if I want to store 10 in my RAM, then how can I store? I will assign that 10 to any variable like a, b, c, d or anything, and then I will store the a value, and then I will store a in my RAM. And then whenever I want to get my a value, simply I will write a and I will receive that value from the RAM. So that is called as variable. And what is the rule of variable? Like variable should start with small letter or capital letter, anything, and it should not start with number. So it is not allowed in Java to start any variable name with number and any other and yeah, that's it. Only alphabetical symbol is allowed, and it should not allow numeric value not allowed to write as a variable name. Like if I want to write a1, so I can write a1 is equal to 67, so this I can store, but I can't store 45 is equal to 86, so I can't do this. So numeric value is not allowed. Variable name I should only be character value or string value, means yeah, first character should not be numeric, otherwise all are allowed. So there's only the one rule that you have to keep in mind. And now after understanding the variables, let's proceed further. So now we see what is variable. Now we will see what type of variable and what all value we can store in our RAM or main memory. So we have now we will see data types. So data types is nothing but what type of value we can store in our RAM. So first value is byte. Byte is nothing but byte store the integer value from range of -128 to +128. So if you have a number between the range of 127 to -128, you can write byte value. And how can you declare byte? I will show you. So first we will delete this line. Is equal byte of b is equal to any variable you can take. This is called as variable. Is equal to 23. I will store and I will print that. So how can you print? I have told you shortcut like println, and when submit button, click on it and then write b, and when we will run it, we will see the value b is equal to 20, and we will see 23 is coming. So 23 is the value, and b is means 23 is stored in b of type variable byte. So now and byte store value from -128 to +127, like you can see here, -128 to +127. And now if we want to store more than 127 value, so what we will do, we will take sort means it is a 16-bit, and here it is called as 8-bit. So sort means it can store value from -32,000 to +32,000 something. And if our value lies between in both range, you can directly store in sort. So like here you can see sort. How can it class sort and variable name, then what value you want to store. So I will show you how can you do that. So now we will write sort of s is equal to, like we will take some big number. Here they are telling till 32,767 you can store. So I will copy that only, and I will see whether it can store or not. So 767, and we have to remove the comma, and then I will print it, and then we will see. So I will run it, and we will see the value. So sort can store the value range of 327267. You can see this documentation. I will share the link. So just you have to remember like 32,000 approximate it can store from positive to negative sort. And what if we want to store more than 32,000 positive value, then we can go for integer. Integer will store the value from 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 9 9 to 10 to the power of minus 9 it can store, approximate that only. So here is that value, like 2147 post minus 2147482 plus 21483, like approximate this only. So around it is 10 digits, no, 3678, around 10 digit. If you want to store someone phone number, so you can store, but phone number always start from 9 or 8, so you can't store your phone number. Like some lakhs of rupees or crores of rupees you can store in integer. So integer, how can you declare? So I will delete this line. If I want to declare integer, so I will write integer, and in which variable I want to store. So I want to store a and then assign with some big value, so I will write this much big, and then we will write print, and then we will select snip it, and then I will run it. So you will see integer will come, like this value will come. So you can see integer store that value. And then what if we want to store more than this value? So what we will do, we will take long value. Long will take approximate this much big value. So whenever you require to store more than this value, more than 10 digit value, then you will select long, and long will take around, integer will taking 10 to the power of 9 value, and long will take 10 to the power of 18 value. So double of integer long is. So how can you declare long? To declare long, just we have to write long, any variable name assign with that value, and after that you have to write capital L or small l, or without that also you can run. So for now only I am writing this. Afterwards you don't need to write that. If you write just here long, it is enough. You don't have to write capital L or small l. And then I will print and show you. So we will see this 1000 will store in this long value. So see, you can see this 1000 stored in long value. And what if you want to store some decimal value? Decimal value you can store in long or integer or short or byte. So decimal value you have to store in float. Float, what it will do, it will store only decimal values. So how can you write float? Float is simple, just float you have to write, and float any variable name assign with 23.67 anyone, and here you have to write f. In Java you have to specify for float small f or capital F. In any other language you don't have to specify for small f or capital F. Like in C++, if you write float here, it's enough. You don't have to write capital F or small f here. So I will print and show you. So when we do fg, you can see my program will run, and you can see this value. So this is for floating number, and same for decimal also. Like this will store till value of 14, till it will store till 7 digits value. After points it can store only 7 digits value, and after point double can store up to 14 digits value. So after points, if I want to store some 14 digits value, I can't use float, so that's why I have to use double. So I will show you how can you do double. Some big value I will take, and then, and in double you don't have to declare here, and then if you print a double, you can see that value will be printed. So same, any data type, and then variable name, and then value you have to do. So see here, my double is coming, and then after double we have boolean data type. After double we have boolean data type. What boolean data type will do? Boolean will see only true or false. If you assign any variable to true, it will give true. If you assign false, it will give false. So how can you declare boolean? Boolean is simple only. Boolean, if you have to declare boolean, write boolean, then any variable name, then declare either true, or I will declare one more boolean v is equal to false. So boolean have only two values, either true or false. In C++ you don't have boolean. In C++ you have bool, and that only, and all things are similar. So when you print b, it will give true, and when you print v, it will give false. So that only, I will not print it. And character means when you want to store some single value, like when you want to store some character. Like if I want to store some character, like if I want to store G, then how should I? In integer double I can't store like some single character value. So what should I do? I have to take single quotes, and then I have to write that value. Like if I want to store a in this, so I have to write character, and then I will write print. Then directly I will run it, and you can see my character will show you. So a is stored in qw, and here it is saying error because b is already declared, so I don't have to do that because see b is already declared here. But for showing you, I have said how can you do that. So see here, a is stored in my memory, and for character you have to do like this, and after character I think you have string. So what is string? What if you want to store whole, what if you want to store whole sentence or any word, then how can you do? So you have to declare either string, any name you can give here, and here you have to, in double quotes, you have to write that sentence or any word, and if I print that, you can see that word. So when I write gh, you can see it will print it. So for this video this much only. So you can see in this video this much only. In next video we will discuss about some applications of this, and I will say why we are using this long. See, in integer you can say we will never go value reach more than 10 digits, but in YouTube you can see many videos are more than 10 million views. So when 1 million view will come, integer can store up to 1 million views or 2 million views, because it is 1 or 20 million views integer can store, but after 20 million what it will do, you have to go for long. So that is one application of long. So many applications are long, like Instagram, all views are stored in long only, because it will increase rapidly very fast, so you have to store that all types in long only. And where you will see this boolean means, boolean one application I can say, it is like when this mouse is there, when I click on agree of this button, then before it is set to be false, when I click on agree button, it will accept this and it will go up. So it is making this true in server, and then it is doing. So for now leave it, you will not understand if I tell more. So afterwards I will say where we will use boolean and at all, and then in next video we will practice it.